Hi, my name is John. Most of you know me throughout seeing my videos about how true love exists, how my past relationships have gone bad. But let me really tell you something. Something real. Keeping it 100 with you. What if every single day that you live, that your adult life, you go job in, job out, you work paycheck to paycheck, not even coming up. You pay your bills, you ain't got nothing to go with, nothing in savings, you're broke as fuck. You can't come up, right? Out of the whole entire United States, only 2%, get this, only 2% of the United States are millionaires. Why is this? Let me explain a little bit further. Every day we go paycheck to paycheck, not making nothing. At the end of the month, we're broke. We're more than likely living in a small little apartment or house, not be able to come up, not be able to take care of ourselves, more or less a family. Okay? We have bills at the yin yang, and we're having a hard time. What if I tell you there's another choice? Another option. And you don't want to take it. Nobody wants to take this exact thing. Because why? Because they're too comfortable with the way they live. What do you mean by comfortable? I'll tell you. People are either comfortable with the way they live and don't want to reach that triple digits. I'm sorry, strike that. 6-digit number inside their bank account or in their income to even make it. How do you, in what right mind, do you think you yourself can get to that 6-digit level every single year and make an honest living? I'll tell you, I don't make six-digit number. I don't. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I'm trying to reach out to people and help them with their love life. That's usually me, right? Right? That's usually what I do. But today I'm going to tell you something different. Today I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, so that way I can become the entrepreneur, so that way I don't have to work for the next person. That way I can be my own boss. And how you do that. 1, marketing. 2, sales. And 3, come up with an idea for people, consumers, everyday people like you and me. You know, there's people out there who uses dozens and dozens and dozens upon thousands of products that we use every single day, and nobody thinks about, hey, I can use this, why don't other people use this? Right? So come up with an idea that goes out there and reaches out to other people. Me, so I guess I'm stuck on my foot. I actually have a couple entrepreneur ideas. Okay? And I want you to come up with 10 things. 10 amazing things you think would work for the average consumer. Okay? Get a piece of paper right now. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you got that piece of paper? Great. Now get a pencil. Or a pen. Or some type of writing utensil. Alright. You got that? Good. Now, write down the most 10 amazing ideas you would have to help out other people. Not just help out, but also what people would use. What people can have. You are trying to reach out to that consumer. You are trying to reach out to that person and basically feed their need. Okay? That's right. Feed their need on what they actually consume. It doesn't mean consume as in eating or anything else, but it could be. That is basically up to you. But basically, a consumer product or a consumer idea. Give you some examples. One person in Portage, Wisconsin decided, hey, I'm going to open up a restaurant. I'm going to have a Mexican restaurant. People want restaurants. People like to go out to eat. That's one idea. Another person here in the same area says, hey, I want to build vehicles. I want to actually manufacture vehicles, or I want to fabricate them. I want to actually modify those vehicles. That person actually came up with a great idea. They may not be in the 6-digit figure, but still they are their own boss. And that actually works. Okay? Now that you have an idea of what I mean, okay? What if, say, you have a couple thousand in the bank and you want to invest in it? Okay, don't invest in this frivolous bull. Okay, actually go out there and write down what you want to invest in. Write down 10 things you want to invest in, and then go to an accountant. Go ask the most richest person in town, if you can, or find out who the richest person is in town and say, hey, what idea do you think is going to work best? They're going to actually pick your brain and ask you tons and dozens of questions. Don't be offended by that, but they will. Okay? And then they're going to go through your list and they're going to be like, hey, I like this idea. Okay? Hey, this person might actually back you up financially. And if they do, great, awesome, great for you. Okay? You have a start on a brand new life. But if you're by yourself, you don't know a single person, you don't have $1 in your pocket, and you don't know what to do, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, come on. You have to take some risks, right? Exactly. And that's why I'm telling you. You have to take risks. Without great risks come no rewards. With great risks that you take comes big rewards. I'm telling you, grand rewards. It may not happen that day you take that risk. It may not happen 6 months or a year or 2 years with that risk. But you keep on taking that same risk over and over. Make sure that most of your monthly bills are paid. I'm talking about your car insurance, your rent, your light, your water, your electric. Okay? Find a way to take your bills from here, okay? Drop them to about here at half level. There's ways to budget. Lower your expenses as best as you can. And then with that extra that you have, you can either invest in your idea or save. You're still going to be living paycheck to paycheck. But when you reach that goal that you have, it'll pay off. Let me give you some of my background, what I've done in the last 2 years. Let me actually go back about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was looking at the rest of my life in prison. What? John McClellan living the rest of his life in prison? Now, I'm Junior. I ain't my father. But that's what I was looking at. 10 years later, in 2020, I came up with the idea. What if I used up every bit and every single cent that I had left over to go towards this major entrepreneur goal? And I set my mind to do it. About a year ago, to this day, what I did was, I'm going to start grabbing vehicles. I'm also grab every single idea that my family has thrown at me, every single business idea that I have, and I'm putting all my money into it. Make sure every bill is paid. By the way, I'm gonna make sure every monthly bill is paid. But I'm gonna lower my expenses just a little bit. I don't have a food bill. Basically, how is that possible? I work at a restaurant. I eat at work. I live alone. You get the idea? Yeah, it works. Trust me, it works. And I save myself $250 every month to do that. On top of that, insurance. Find the best quote possible. You think you're going to get into an accident? It's a frivolous expenditure. That's an assumption. You can never assume. When it does happen, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. But if you save your money, or if you work in this business, it'll happen. To where you could pay everything off. So basically, go with the most lowest quote possible every month. And that's a little extra you can save. I'm talking about $60 every month that you can save every month. So 60 times 12. Do the math on that. Come on. If you're like me, I save tools. I buy tools. Every single month, I'm buying at least 1 to 3 different tools to go towards my entrepreneurship. Now, after you gather all your tools and get everything you need, no matter what the tools are, either a writing pencil, computer, or a laptop, fax machine, whatever it is, you need to get those tools, and you need to get them either today, or you need to find a way to budget to where you can get them. Okay? Don't give up on your goal. Because as soon as you start doubting yourself, as soon as you start saying, I don't know if I can do this, you're setting yourself up for failure. And that's very true. Basically, in the long run, whenever you've done this, whenever you set yourself at a high bar, everybody else in your whole entire world, everybody that you freaking know, I'm going to tell you this, whenever you set yourself up to this high, I'm just going to do this, whenever you set yourself up this high, people are going to say you have high expectations, you are going way too far, you are freaking crazy. But let me tell you something. You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. Because they're living the same life over and over that you are now. And they're going to stay that way. And they're going to be that way for the rest of their life. And be broke by the time they hit retirement. You hear me? They'll never go on a real good vacation until they hit 65 or until they hit retirement. They won't have nothing in their freaking pockets or nothing in the freaking bank to save up until then. What you are going to do is you're going to invest in this idea that you have. Invest in this consumer product you think you can have and what you can help people with, or whatever it is, whatever goal you have in mind. And you're going to set that goal as high as you possibly can, no matter if it's completely way far left field, okay, of the Brewers Stadium. You are definitely going to set that goal. And whenever you keep your head and your eyes on the goal, you will never fall short. You have to write down also everything you need after the 10 ideas. After you picked your idea, you need to set how are you going to do it. Exactly how are you going to accomplish this? What do you need? What tools? Where do you want to do this at? How are you going to do this? And when you find that out, you need to gather the resources in the whole entire town or county or state to figure out how you're going to do this. And it takes money, I ain't going to lie. This is not easy. This is not cheap. This is not the most, oh, I got $2,000 in my pocket. I'm going to just go out and do this. No, it takes a lot more than just $2,000 just to invest in this. So I'm going to tell you my situation. I have exactly $1,500 worth of tools in my current efficiency apartment. Have I given up in the last 14 months? No, I'm still gaining tools because I need more tools to do what I need to do. I got exactly three things I'm doing. One, okay, building aquariums. Two, and these are just ideas, I'm restoring vehicles. And three, travel sales. These are what I'm doing. These three businesses are going to take off. These three ideas, okay, that was pitched to me. Okay, one wasn't. I'm not going to tell you which one. These three ideas I'm going to work with. I'm going to bust my butt and make sure I have every single tool and make sure everything is set down. I'm going to make sure every angle is checked out. Therefore, I can be successful. And I want you to do the same exact thing. Don't give up. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goals, because then you're going to be way down here. That's right. It's a creep day. Because as soon as you become a creep day and you start sounding creepy about your goals or about your dreams or about everything you want to do, and then you give up, then it becomes a creep day. No, make it a successful day. And whenever you get that success, go to Denny's, go to IHOP, go somewhere, sit down with whoever supported you and whoever loved you and whoever was there by your side and say thank you, because they deserve it. Damn right they deserve it. If there was nobody there, then do it by yourself. And you're going to get calls from your friends, from your the people who said they loved you, and be like, hey, heard you did this. Hey, I heard you did this. Heard you did that. Come on. They ain't your friends. The people who are your friends are the ones that stay by you and love you and support you and say, yeah, good job, man. You know what? That's a great idea. And they give you their feedback. Constructive criticism is one thing, but whenever they start being negative, let that person go. You know what I mean? They ain't worth it. But push yourself to the limit. I'm saying every cent. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Every cent that you have, see all this? Every cent. This is what I'm going to use through the month for laundry. Every cent that you have needs to go towards bills, expenses, and this idea. Don't give up. I'm telling you that. Do not give up on your dreams, because then you're going to end up being a failure. And I don't want you to be a failure. I want you to be a success. Okay, if you think you can invest in the stock market, go to a damn stockbroker and invest at least $1,000 into that. Make sure you have $1,000 in your pocket, because eventually, it's exactly what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to take $1,000, I'm going to invest it in some type of penny stocks or something like that that's successful, and I'm going to come up. That's after that. That's after this business takes off. Then after that, I'm going to invest in some real estate. Basically, there's one thing that nobody can recreate, no consumer can recreate in their whole entire life, and that's land, because there's only a small bit of land. We live on this small little, puny little world compared to others. There's only land that is not recreated for the consumer, and consumers want it every single day. So basically, just, invest in stocks, invest in, bonds, and get that extra profit you need every single month to actually help you out, because that's genuine. Okay, and then invest in something that returns a profit. Okay, Invest in something that returns a profit, such as the real estate or the stock market. Now, the stock market, like I said, you have to take a risk. No matter what you do in this investment, no matter how you go about it, you will take a risk. As a matter of fact, you will probably, and it's my advice, risk everything. Risk everything. If it was up to me and I had a choice, I'd lose my whole apartment, keep my job, live in my car. Okay, I don't care if I'm living on the streets, and do what I have to do to save that money, invest in that money, put the money in the bank, so that way whenever I am ready to actually make this business and start it up and open up the doors to consumers, I'd be there and I'd be my own boss. And I wouldn't have to worry about anything. Crazy? 2% of Americans have done this. 2. Let's see if you could be the next freaking Donald Trump.